How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing well. I have not seen you guys for some time now. I'm always the first to like what I do. You got it, gist now. So, this thing want to fall out now. This one will fall out. For what? Now, why do you want to fall? Jordan, sir, how you doing? Jordan, long time. Jordan, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Man, I've not gone live for some time now. I have a lot going on. So much stress and things like that. So I have a lot going on. Jordan, good to see you. Where are my homies at? Are they not here? So where are my home? Jordan, everybody is doing good. We are all doing good. The weather is cold. You know how it is here. The weather here is very cold. So, we've got a cold weather here. Man, what's going on with my guys? Una Case, I see you. Una Case, how are you doing? Una Case. Yes, it's raining here. It's raining here too. It's raining here. It's raining here. I went outside. I just came in now. I just came in. You calling me your boy. Who is that person? Who is it? Cholake or whatever. You calling me your boy. You don't get respect. Man, the weather here is raining seriously here, so. So, Una Case, thank you for liking and sharing. I just came out to spend some time with you guys, and then we gist for a while. I mean, for some time. I mean, just for. I mean, man, you know, each time if I don't go live for long, I can't flow. You know, I need to be going live every day so that if I go live daily, then you see me flow very well. But if I don't go live daily, I don't flow. I've got a lot going on. How many are we here? Not so many people here. So if there are not so many people here, I just drop my what I came out to do, and then Chukwu Ndigbo, how long? It has been a long time. Where did you go? Chukwu Ndigbo, where did you go? I've not seen you for months now. That is good to see you once again. Good to see you once again. So, where are my homies at? Are they asleep or are they at work? So, I saw you went to Nigeria for 3 months. You just came back. No wonder. Roughly 3 months I've not seen you online. How is home then? How is home? So guys, let's go. I posted a video yesterday. Yesterday I posted a video. A lot of people commented on the video. A lot of people, aired their opinions, Many people said, well, let me wait for some more people to join us before. Home is good. Okay, good to know that. Now, I posted a video yesterday. Many people blamed me for posting the video. They said I did not act very well on the train. Yes, many said I did not act very well on the train. Now let me tell you, you don't know what we have been through in this country. You don't know the embarrassment we've received. You don't know the embarrassment, how we have been embarrassed on the streets. Samuel Obinna, see you. You don't know. There was a time we as African people couldn't even go walk on the streets. There was a time we could not walk on the streets. Romeo Sefat, good to see you. Back then in early 90s till 1994, 95, 96, 97. Romeo, I'm doing good. Good to see you. If you go to supermarket to go buy something, just going to the supermarket to go buy something, the police will pick you up. From there, you go to prison. Many were deported. Many spent months in prison. Did you know why? Because we then had no documents. Let me tell you more. As an African man, back in the 90s, a lot of people who lived here in the 90s would confirm this. As an African man, you cannot walk freely on the streets. The police will come after you. They singled black people out here in the 90s. Are you listening to me? As an African man, you walk on the street. I'm going to drive. They will come. There was a... Do I start telling you guys stories? Do I need to revert? Do I need to tell you guys stories? One day, then I had a friend. I told you guys I was a barber. Before I opened my shop, I went to people's homes to give them haircuts. Ironman, I see you. I went to people's homes to give them haircuts. Now listen. One day, one of my friends called me. That time, that friend was living at Midland, 12th District. The guy called me. He said I should come and give him a haircut. So I took U6 then. That is the line U6. So I took U6, the metro, to the guy's place. Then the guy was doing good. So when I got there, that guy was a good friend of mine. That guy was a very good friend. When I got there, the guy brought food. We ate. He was married to an Austrian woman. He newly begat a son. That was 1997. The guy newly got a baby boy. The wife, gave birth to a baby boy. So when I went there, we drank and we gisted. After, I gave the guy a haircut, because that was why he called me. I gave the guy a haircut. So after giving him, the guy likes me very well. He's somebody we flow together, you know. Somebody that and each time we met, it was fun. You know what I mean now. We went to club together, we did a lot of things together. So now, after giving the guy a haircut, we then he then decided to escort me to town. Now we wanted to go and board the train. For those of you who knows Philadelphia, Brooklyn, we wanted to go board the train. As we walked down, the staircase, see policemen. They were like 6 uniformed policemen. Then, Philadelphia, Brooklyn, as at 1990s, was a busy zone, very busy area. Police, Indian people were walking, passing there. The Arabs, every other race passed through because it was a busy joint. The police saw us. Only that guy and I, they saw us. They said, shout nigger, look at niggers. We had it. Did you hear? They said, look at niggers, see niggers. They all surrounded us. They just surrounded us. They said, they surrounded us. These 6 uniformed policemen surrounded us. They did not even ask us for, before you know it, they say, Osvice Bite. The way they manhandled us, people were watching. People looked as if they were looking for us, as if in Vimidlin, as if we were criminals. We were asked to raise our hands up. We raised our hands up. And after disgracing us in public, they now, ordered us to go into there is a place they call Vaxima. Inside, the ID card, he came, yes. We were asked then, they took us inside the scene. It was inside their station that they started controlling our ID card, our Osvice. But before this time, they spent like 10-15 minutes to disgrace us before the public. After giving them our ID card, listen attentively, they now allowed us to go. By that time, the people who saw us, when they stopped us and controlled, what we were hearing was nigger up and down. They were just calling us nigger up and down. For all these people that are always coming to make problem, talk what you don't know. You need to be very careful. You don't know what men have been through. Listen. They were calling us, that is, nigger up and down, nigger. They did not even nigger, even openly. What can you do? You have nobody to fight for you. Then, after they left us, we were so infuriated, we are so angry. But what do? You have no power to do anything. There were not so many Africans then here. That if I start telling you stories of embarrassment we received in this country, you will then know why black people do react the way they react at times. You will then understand why black people react the way they react at times. Let me continue. Listen attentively. Around 1997 too, one day, I went to work. After the day's work, I decided to go home. I was well dressed. There was a guy then. This guy travels to US then to go bring hip hop wares. Do you understand me? The guy travels to US to go bring hip hop wares. So now, I like to buy clothes from that guy. So I bought clothes, a lot of designers wares from the guy because then I was making money. I bought a lot of designers wares from the guy. I was putting on Calcani shoes. If you know, then I was putting on Calcani shoes. Echo Pulley, Tommy Hilfiger jackets. I'm talking about original Tommy Hilfiger jackets then. I was doing well. So, because I was then working at Landstrasse, this was 1997. I was working at Landstrasse. So, I took a bus to Wien-Mitte to go join the Schneeb and the train. I joined the train. Listen attentively. As I joined the train was full, but I was fortunate enough to get a vacant seat where I sat down. So as I sat down, now I boarded the train at Landstrasse. When we got to, we drove for like 5 stations. When we got to Wien-Meidling, the train stopped to offload some passengers. So as the train stopped, it happened that there were about 4 or 5 uniformed policemen standing outside. When they saw me, I was the only black African man on that coach where I was. I was seated calmly, waiting to go home. They saw me, they gave themselves sign. Listen, as they saw me, they gave themselves sign. They looked at themselves, gave themselves eye signal. Now look at what happened. After the passengers disembarked, after the passengers left the train, the ones that wanted to board the train boarded the train, and the police boarded with them. Immediately the train moved. See what happened? The 5 of them left everybody on the train, every passenger, people from different race. The 5 policemen left everybody on the train. They came to me. Each train coach has 2 entrances, 2 doors. They shared themselves. Like 2 people entered from one door and 3 people entered from the other door, as if I was gonna run. That is, if I wanted to run, their intention was to block me if I want to run. So they entered through the 2 entrances. As the train moved, they came to me. They did not even ask me for my ID card. They did not ask me for my advice. What they did was, they said I should get up, that we are stopping at the next station. I listened to me. They said I should get up, that we are stopping at the next station. I asked them, people, that train was full. The coach I was in was full. You know how Europeans are. Everybody, they looked, people were calm. They came only to me. There were other people inside the train. Listen attentively, because many of you that like to talk anyhow. If they wanted my ID card, they would have demanded for it inside that train. I would have given them my ID card. They did not ask me for my ID card to identify myself. They said I should get down. The train was full. People were washing. The next station, they said, Gemma. They said I should get down. As I stood up, they grabbed my trouser. See how they grabbed me. They grabbed my trouser. Are you listening to me now? They grabbed, some grabbed my trouser here. They grabbed my trouser. I did not do nothing. I said, what do you want? They said, Gemma. They held my trouser like this till we got to their Vaxima, till their station. And it was evening time, rush hour. It was around 6:30 to 7 p.m. Workers were going home. See, listen to me attentively. Don't say they cannot do that without any good reason. I don't sell drugs. Listen attentively first. Ask people what they have been through. Did you know what people went through? Let me continue with this story. So, people were watching. They behaved as if they caught a criminal. They behaved as if they caught a criminal. Then, the way they behaved towards us was like, we received hostile treatment. Hostile treatments. See, I did not sell drugs. I wasn't a criminal. I wasn't into any dirty deal. Listen to me. If I'm a drug dealer, if I was into dirty deals, I cannot be coming out. I cannot come out here to speak boldly. If I tell you my experiences here, self, you will bow. You will understand why some black people living in abroad reacts the way they do. Now listen, they held me. One held my trouser here, one held my trouser here, the other one held my trouser here. And that was how they paraded me on the street. Everybody watched. Now, and their station, their police station was like that was Vin about 500 meters away or 800 meters away from the train station. 800 meters away from the train station. Everybody watched me. Did you know the reputation, how they spoilt our reputation? Listen, are you seeing them then? Or do you have documents? Who will speak for you? Do you know how the system was then? Listen attentively. So, that was how they paraded me on the streets. Everybody watched me. Did you know the impression they gave to the people, the masses? They gave the citizens the impression that black people are criminals. They gave people, if they control you, they act as if you are whether you're a criminal or not. I will tell you guys stories. So wait, listen. Now, that was how they paraded me till they got to their station. When they got to their station, that was when they asked me for my identity card. I brought out my identity card. I gave to them. They now checked the computer. They said, you can go. That was the day I hated myself as an African man. Immediately they checked the computer. 3 of them disappeared. They hid themselves. They disappeared. They hid themselves. I said, why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? Were you looking for me? You weren't looking for me. I was seated quietly, like every other human being on the train. I did nothing. Even if you wanted to control me, if you wanted my identity card, why didn't you ask for my identity card on the train? Why didn't you ask for it? All what you did was to embarrass me, to give the impression you caught an African criminal. Man, as a man, that was the day I remembered Africa. This is why you see me sometimes I make aggressive videos about African leaders. I said to myself, if Africa was better, I wouldn't receive this humiliation. That day, I hated myself as an African man. Then in the 90s, they singled black people out in Europe here. Wherever you go, they singled black people out in Europe. I'm telling you what we witnessed. You came here after and you are enjoying, you are in your villages now. There are people like me that pay the price of what you guys are enjoying today. So you've got to respect me. We pay the price. Many we are murdered. We pay the price of what you are enjoying today. Now listen. When they took me to their station, when they took me to their place, come, listen, if you make, what's the name? If you make any stupid comments, I block you. You must not watch me. Did you hear me? If you make any, you remove yourself now before I block you, or you stay quiet. Because you don't know how I'm feeling. Don't send me. Now listen, this police, they took me to their Vaxima. They said I should, that was when they said I should bring my ID card. I brought out my identity card, I gave to them. They radioed. When they saw that my record was clean, they disappeared. They said I should go. I said I told them I wasn't going anywhere. I said, why did you take me out from the train? Embarrassed me before passengers on the train. Embarrassed me before people, everybody that was walking on the street. You gave the impression I was a criminal, brought me into your Vaxima, and then you asked me now to go back home. Man, I shed tears for the first time in my life. Tears rolled down my cheek. Tears was rolling down my cheek, that humiliation. That humiliation. In fact, I felt like, if you see how I felt that day, I had no power to do anything. It was unexpected. They now asked me, they said I should go. I refused to go. They started begging me to go. I said I wasn't going. You wanted to control me. You wanted to arrest me. Now arrest me. They began to beg me, said they were. I said, sorry for what? Was I the only person on the train? There were Indians, Arabs, every other race. Why did you pick me? Single me out. Well, eventually, I stood up and I went home. Listen, then, you have no chance in the court. You go to court, the case will be against you. Who do you have? Lawyers self will not even speak for you. You pay a lawyer, the lawyer will not speak. You are a foreigner. You have no right. Listen attentively. That was how they left me. Now, how about the people that saw when they arrested me, when they carried me, dragged me on the streets? All those people thought the police caught a criminal. Ask any African man that lived here in the 90s how it was then, before you make mouth. Many on their own ran, many relocated, many went back to Africa, said they couldn't endure, they couldn't stand it. The hatred was too much. You don't know. Let me continue. Because of some of you, when somebody drop a video, you go to the person's comment section and be talking rubbish. You don't know anything. You just, maybe you arrived in Europe today and you are eating burger. One day, in 1995, I just came out from prison. I just came out from prison. Why did I go to prison? Why I'm telling you guys this story is because of the video I posted about that train conductor. Train conductor. Listen. I just came out from prison. Why did I go to prison? Because I had no documents. Then they were controlling every black person they see on the road. If you go to supermarket to buy something, they pick you. You will carry your chicken and the food stuff you bought. You go to prison with it. In fact, if anybody say he want to go to a grocery store and the person failed to come back after an hour, know that they have arrested. Even police will come to where we were staying in the morning waiting for people to come and piss. Because then where we lived, you need to go outside. The toilet was outside. If you go outside to go piss, the police will hide. They will be waiting for you. They'll come and pick you. Some people woke up in the morning. As you are dressed with your pajamas, they pick you. Just to go piss. Now, I just did hunger strike then. That was 1995. I did hunger strike for 3 weeks. Lost a lot of weight, kilos, before they left me. Then I had no place to sleep. I went to Caritas. Caritas, you see here, did not help a lot of African people. Caritas did not help. Even if you say you are a Christian, believing that Caritas is a Catholic organization, you are a dreamer. Caritas did not help a lot of Africa. It has nothing to do with your religion. We were sent packing. I went to Caritas. Caritas said they can only give me a week to sleep there and I should find my way. Now, I had a homie, one guy. This guy called me because this was on a Friday evening, Friday night. This guy called me and said, dude, let's go to club, night club. It was on a Friday. He said we should go to a club. We went. So as we were leaving Robert Hammerlin Gasse, that was Robert Hammerlin Gasse, then where the Caritas was. As we left there, the guy was dressed, big time. I was dressed, we were going to chase women at the club then. So he was dressed and I was dressed. So now we got to a traffic intersection. And the traffic light was red for the pedestrian and green for the cars to keep driving. For us, the traffic light was red. So as we waited for the traffic light to turn green, we saw police vehicle approaching from a distance. As they saw us, the traffic light was green for them. They slowed down. They saw, they noticed we were dark-skinned men. They slowed down. So as they slowed down, what happened was, as they got close to us, they stopped automatically. They opened their doors. came after us. The guy I was with said I should stand my ground because I came out from prison. Then, not quite 2 days I came out from prison. The guy said I shouldn't move. I took off, I ran. As I ran, the guy followed. This policeman began to shoot in the air. Crowd gathered, they started chasing us. Just like that, so they started shooting in the air. Gunshots everywhere. We were running. We were very young then. That was 1995. I was running and the guy was running. And they unleashed their dogs after us. But we were faster. Now, we got to Dead End Street. You know what I mean? As we got to Dead End Street, we had no way, no place to run anymore because the streets ended somewhere. We did not know. We just took off. So the guy and I was running fast. They couldn't match our speed. But what hindered us was that dead end street. We did not know how to move. That was how they caught us. Immediately they stopped us. They radioed more policemen. As they come, what they did, if you see the way they tightened the handcuff on us, first, the way they tightened the hand, we were screaming. And then the dogs were just jumping on us, backing, crowd everywhere. That was Maria Hilfer Strasse then. Maria Hilfer Strasse. Dogs were backing. See crowd. They shot many warning gunshots in the air. See dogs backing, like climbing on us. Now, they had us there. It was in the night around, because we were about to go to club. We were about to hit the club. It was around 9:30 to 10. Now listen, because of people who don't know, when I drop a video, you don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know. So, what happened? They kept us there. The whole city were there watching us. As if they caught drug baron. As if they caught, that is, the criminals that have been terrorizing the country. Guess what? 30 minutes, they were searching the whole place for drugs. Dogs, they brought in more dogs. Dogs were sniffing the whole area, the whole street as we ran. Dogs sniffed everywhere. Saw nothing. Dogs, they did not see anything. We were there for over 30 minutes. They searched us. I wasn't having any money because the guy I was with, the guy, that guy said he was going to pay my entrance fee at the club. They searched me, they did not see any money. No drugs on me. They searched the guy, they did not see any drugs on him. He was only having few shillings. Then we were using shillings on him. Now, they carried us. Listen attentively. Now they took us to their station. After searching, they searched everywhere. They brought in more dogs to sniff. They did not see anything. Now they took us, they separated us. They separated us. They separated us. Another car carried that my guy. Another police vehicle carried that my guy. And another police vehicle carried me. When we got to the station, they sent me into one cell and the other of my guy into one cell. And we were stripped naked before police women self were there. Police women were there. We, as men, police women were there. They brought us, after a while, they brought us out and stripped us naked, searching for drugs. They raised our bola, searched our anus. They searched our anus. Young policewomen were there. They took us, they stripped us naked. After, they did not see anything. We raised our hand, they shook our bola, they shook our anus, they did not see anything. They waited for us to go to toilet, they did not see anything. Now, it was time for interview. From the place they saw us, till everything, they did not see drug, they did not see any money with us, they did not see any incriminating thing. Now they called us for interrogation. They asked me, why were you running? They asked me. I said, listen, check your computer. I came out from prison 2 days ago, and I did hunger strike. You saw me. You saw African men on the streets. We did nothing. We were just walking on our way. You stopped. They saw everybody on the streets. Everybody was on the streets. They saw 2 black men on the streets, and they came after us. I just came out from prison, and I had to run. That was why I ran. I told them during interrogation. They separated me and the guy. The guy explained himself. Listen, they did not leave me because I wasn't having any documents. 2 days after I came out from prison, they arrested me again. They said I had no document. They took me back to prison. Are you getting the point? They took me back. I did hunger strike for 3 weeks. They took me back to prison. I said to myself, I wasn't going to do hunger strike anymore. I said I wasn't going to do hunger strike anymore. So I decided, because then, if you stay 6 months in prison, they leave you. Now, I decided not to do hunger strike anymore. I chose to stay that 6 months in prison. Guess what? 2 months after staying in prison, I got a letter from the police. Now, me, they talk, I'm here. I got a letter from police. Widerstand gegen Staatsgewalt. They said I beat the police. I and my friend beat the police. I said, what? I'm telling you live. They said we beat the police. 1995. How can I, a young man that came here alone, how can I fight the police? What power do I? Is it believable? How can I fight the police? Well, I got the letter that I was to go to court so day. Like 2 months ahead. I was in the prison. I received the letter in prison. On that day, listen, you don't know what. We are survivors. On that day, they knocked at my cell door. They said, Gemma, Gericht, Verhandlung. Prison, case. I went there. I saw like 3 people. Three police. They came, they brought medical report that I fought them. It did not take 5 minutes. As I entered there, it did not take 2 minutes. They sentenced me. I was given, there's what they called bedint, suspended sentence. They said I fought the police and I injured the police. Man, I looked at the young man, I said, God! I looked at the young man that said I fought him. Police. They said I fought the police. And the guy went to hospital to get medical reports that I fought him. You've not seen anything. I was shocked. I believed that Europeans are honest and truthful people. That was when my mindset about life began to change. How I see life now is different from, man, that was how my mindset about life generally began to. See, a lot of, that's, all these things made me renounce religion. You never know. That's why I keep telling you people, whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or whatever, this is, it's all scam. It's all scam. The people that brought religion to you don't know God. They said, I fought the police, and they gave me suspended sentence. Took me back to prison. That is, that suspended, we call it bedint, that suspended sentence is, if you commit another crime, you will serve that suspended sentence and serve the one you committed. So, there was a time in this country, every black man had bedint. We gathered at Afro then. Every black man you see here had problem with the police, had court cases. Court case. When we gather, there is no black man that does not have bedint, suspended. They do that, waiting is a trap. Anything you do, they use it and many people's chances were ruined. If you cough, and did you know how they control us? If they come, they start by calling you names, N-word, provoking you first before anything. Who you be? They start by provoking you. If you want to shh, if you want to talk, they say shh, you nigger. They will ask you a question. If you want, they say shh. You never see anything. Many ran away. Many ran. They don't want to see black people here. They did everything. The few people you are seeing here, where do I start? If I start telling you guys stories here, we spend hours. Now let me go to why I posted that video. A lot of you don't know. Listen. Back then, because of the way they destroyed the image and reputation of African people here. See, let me tell you, back then, what we noticed, I noticed it. If you enter the train, all these train controllers, all these conductors, these people that controls tickets, 80% of the time, if they see an African man or African woman, they will leave everybody and come to you. Because people get down at every station. Do you understand me? They don't know your destination. So what they do is, there was a time, these controllers, they will be controlling people. If they raise their head, if they raise their head and see an African man, they will leave everybody and come to you, ask you for your tickets. They will ask you for your tickets. Did you see how these people provoke dark-skinned men and women? Okay, let me share a story with you. Fast forward 2000, I was still having my business, my shop. Then I traveled to France to go buy hairs and other things that I needed for my business. One day, I boarded a train. I traveled to Paris with train. Back then, I took train to Paris. But that was the first or second time I did it. I took a train to Paris to go buy something. It took 12 hours from here to Paris, either 12 or 10 hours then by train. As we entered Germany, you know, the train has to pass through Germany. As we entered Germany, I was the only African man inside my own coach. The only African man inside my coach. Listen. As we entered Germany, German police, I don't know, as the train stopped, German police entered the train. That was around 2000 or 2001. They entered the train, saw me, the only African man inside the train. The train was full with passengers, filled up with passengers. These 2 or 3 policemen, as they looked around and saw me, they left everybody going to France. Everybody on the train, they left them. They left everybody inside the train. As they entered the train, they came directly to me. But they collected from, they got it. Then, paper, document was there. Then I done the documents. Now listen. The 3, they came to me. They said, Osvice Bite, ID card. I should give them my ID card. Look at what happened. One German man, see something. One German man, German man, solid. One German man that was seated behind me, provoke. One German man that was seated behind me. I have not even, as I stood up to challenge them, one German man that was seated behind me got up. The man said, what? The man said, what did I do? That he has been riding on this train with me. What did I do? Why did they single me out? The man came up. The man began to abuse them. Began to call them racist. Said if they want to do their job, they should control everyone on the train, not a black man, a young black man. The man said I should not give them any ID card. Yes, the guy said I shouldn't give them any ID card. If they want to control passengers, they should control everybody. This police, other people rose up. These policemen left. Already I stood up. I said, me give you my advice for what? Are you looking for me? Am I living in your country? Why should I give you my advice? Even, I cannot forget that German man that stood up for me. The way the man tackled them, the man said he was ready to follow them anywhere. That it is not done like that. That you see an African man, he was abusing them in German language. That was how they shamefully left. Now, you don't know. Back then, if you join the train, all these train conductors, all these controllers, if they see you, they come to you. This is why I tell people, I say, listen, as an African man, if you don't have documents, forget it. The only weapon you can have in abroad, outside your homeland, is getting the citizenship. The only thing that can guide you and protect you is legalizing yourself. Without it, you are a nobody. They can do you anything. You will not, that is, you will live like a slave in another man's, that is, If you don't have documents, they will turn you to a slave. And these people have no pity. Forget religion. Forget what do you mean by civil? If I tell you what we've seen, you say, what is civilization? What you are witnessing today is technological advancement, not civilization. There are no civilized people. Civilized people don't treat fellow human beings like that. Don't hold prejudice against anybody because of skin color. If you hold prejudice against me because of my skin color, why should I see you as a civilized person? For those of you saying rubbish, one of my guy told me his own story. He said the wife, the guy may watch my video. One day the wife was inside the train. These train controllers, these ticket controllers, saw the wife, an African woman, rushed her to show her ticket. The woman these people can provoke, oh. The woman got provoked. They respect their people, but they don't respect you as an African man. They have used the media to brainwash their people. They made them believe that an African man cannot buy tickets. An African man or woman is a criminal. This is what they used. Men, I don't want to talk. Now, that guy told me, these train conductors saw the woman inside the train. They left everybody and went for the woman. The woman got provoked. They started fighting. They called the police. Police came. At the end of the day, they turned the case against the woman. They said the woman beat the train conductors. And they said the woman had to pay 2,500 euros fine. Say she fought the train conductors. Are you listening to me now? Who wouldn't be provoked when you are treated unfairly? There are people that cannot take it. There are times you want to be quiet, but they will provoke you, believing that you have nobody to defend you. He said the woman couldn't simply take it. Why should you? If you want to do your job, you do your job properly. Not you not you come to me. For all these people saying rubbish, I'm a fighter. Don't comment what you don't know. Stop commenting rubbish when you see video. You need to know the angle the person who made the video is coming from. You don't know what people have gone through that changed our mindset. There was a time, even some people unalived themselves. As at 1998, one Ethiopian man unalived himself. If I'm talking, you'll be talking rubbish. Now, based on this, listen. They made me sensitive, overly sensitive. They provoke a lot. They provoke us a lot. So now I am always watchful. Someone who has lived and experienced racism for over 70% of his life. Me, I'm talking about me. I've lived and experienced racism all my life. And when I see a racist person, I know one. I can tell you stories from now till 30, 50 years about racism. But the school our children attend, how they try to discourage our children in schools, in sports, and all other areas. You don't know nothing. You need to ask questions. Yesterday, when was it? Either yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't remember. I wanted to go somewhere, so I decided to take a train. I bought myself a ticket. As I entered, the train stopped. I have a train station very close to me. The train stopped. See, at this stage of my life, I will be 58 years very soon. I don't care. I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm down for whatever, so I don't fear nobody. You got a gist. So, I went to the train station. I waited for the train to come. When the train came, when the train arrived, it happened that where I was standing was the coach the train conductor came out from. Are you listening to me? So, train has many coaches. Where I was standing, the man opened the door to give the train driver a signal. So when he saw me, I don't know. Normally, so, guys, one second. So, when the train arrived, I boarded the train. As soon as the train moved, the man said, "Fast shine bitte." He said I should give him the the train ticket. There were other passengers inside the train. I just came in. As the train door closed, he said, "Fast shine bitte." I remember them back. How they have been. I don't want to know if the man was a foreigner or not. Immediately he saw me. He said, "Fuck." They believe you don't have train tickets. That black people don't buy train tickets. What got me provoked was he did not even allow me to breathe. As soon as I entered, as soon as the train moved, he said I should give him the train. I was like, what's going on here? There were other passengers on the train. Why did you? I said, "Mr. Man, have you controlled other people?" He said, yes, he was calm. This one was calm. He said, yes, he has controlled other people. He showed me. I didn't care to look because I know these people. Now I said, I'm not giving you any train tickets. Why did you come to me? Now he went forward to ask other passengers if he controlled them. They all confirmed that he controlled them. I gave him my train ticket. He checked it, and my train ticket was valid. Then we began to have friendly discussion. The man said that he himself is a foreigner, that he has nothing against black people. He understood me. He said, sure. He said, such things happen. He knows. He said, but that he himself is a foreigner, that he has nothing against anybody or any race. But he understood the angle I was coming from. So after I got to a station where I wanted to drop, the man brought out his hand, checked me, said, bro, he said he has nothing against me, but he understood me. Yes, he understood me because he knew what we've been going through. You see some people, some of you that are inexperienced, comment rubbish, give him their tickets, do this. Do you know why we react the way we do? You are seeing the reaction, you don't see actions. Don't you see that? Don't you know there are some certain situations or occurrences in life that will change you as a person? Don't you know that there are some things may change the way you see life? Don't you know? There are things that might happen to you. You will not trust anybody again in life. Don't you know? You see everybody as a racist because it has been happening. It is now we began to. In fact, did you know that? Let me tell you. Many of you, see, I don't know where you are watching from, what you've been through. See, 2 weeks ago, let me tell you what you don't know. 2 weeks ago, my wife went to a hospital. They kept my wife for 9 hours in the hospital. Waiting, she wasn't admitted though. She just went for, what is it? To go and see a doctor. Something that was supposed to take like an hour. You don't know what the woman did. Listen, the woman did not, she went for control. What they do is, if you go, they keep putting your name at the bottom. If they see that you have a German name or you know what I mean, Dutch name, they put them up. The doctors attend these people first. They give them priority. My wife she came back here, we were fighting. I said, where did you go? How can you tell me that you spent 9 hours in the hospital? She said she spent 9 hours. I said, I can't believe it. They gave her another, she came back that day at 8 p.m. Somebody that left around 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Listen. Another day, she went to hospital a week after. I made a video about it. She went to hospital, submitted her insurance card to the all this what's it called? All those those people at the information desk, the staffs. She gave them the insurance card. Did you know what happened? The woman took the insurance card, but the e-card did not med her. She did not register her. She was registering everybody that came. My wife was there. This happened here in the hospital here, Cranking House North. This internist Abteilung, where they treat high blood pressure. My wife was there. At the time, she started being curious. She began to notice people that came after her were being called by the doctors. She said to herself, man, she has been here. And these people, she knew when the people came. First person, second person, third to fourth to 8, 9 people that came after her were called. My wife went there and began to chat. Say, what's going on? Doctors heard her voice. The woman said she was sorry. She did not register. She did not register her. She did not register her. You know, my wife is somebody that doesn't like to make problems. She said, when it comes to black people, you make mistake. That means that was what they did. Last 2 weeks that she went there, they did not register. They will keep you there for hours and they will be attending to their people. As my wife was shouting, doctors came. Doctors came out. Doctors asked what was going on. My wife explained. First of all, the lady wanted to make noise. My wife shut her up. Doctors, she said, yeah, fella can patient, that she can make a mistake. My wife said, so you did not make mistake. where European people are? Why always make mistake where black people are? The doctors now told the lady, say, listen, don't say you made a mistake because you are being paid for the work you do. If you make such a mistake again, you wouldn't be tolerated. If you don't want to work, and this is not a place you practice racism, the doctors told her, said you don't practice racism here. So if you don't want to work, you go home. Now look at what, and the sad thing about it all is the girls doing this in at times, the girls are foreigners' children that were born here. Foreigners' children. My wife told me that lady that did this in was a foreigner. She's a foreigner. Only it looked as if she was born here. You see what I mean? And do you know what my wife observed? If you go to the hospital, there are doctors from different nationalities. There are Austrian doctors. There are Arab doctors, black people, too. But no black doctor there at the moment. Doctors from other countries like Iran, Egypt, or whatever. These women, what they do is they send Austrian patients to Austrian doctors and then send foreigners to doctors who have foreign background. You see the racism they practice there. If you are a foreigner, say you are from, they send you to a doctor who is a foreigner. If you are not right, see what they are doing at the hospital here at Cranking House, that internisting section. Now, I have been living here before they built this hospital. Before, it wasn't like this. Immediately when they start getting kunde, when they start getting, what's it called? Patients, you see the men's story plenty. So, my wife said she fought there. It's not every time you be gentle. Let me tell you what a lot of you don't know. This is me talking. You see some of these people, some Europeans, not all, when they want to build their business, when they open their business newly, you see them become nice to you. When they don't have customers, you see them treat you with respect. Immediately, Europeans begin to come. The people that were respecting you before, giving you priority before, they will start respecting Europeans and drop you. You don't know anything. That time they have no customers, they are just beginning. They will be laughing with you. When there are European people, that's why sometimes when you see somebody provoke, when you see somebody shout or behave somehow, there is something the person saw. Don't always conclude. Don't always conclude. So, if you see somebody drop a video, use your brain. Think, why, in the front, see the black man. You don't think, why is this man behaving like this? What made this man to behave like this? Why is he reacting like this? There is something he must have seen, or something he must have passed through in life. Every little action, there is a reaction. Don't just go to the videos and comment because you want to comment. Now, let me tell you another story. 2 days ago, I entered a train. I observe everything that is happening. You are supposed to give us accolades. We are the men. We stood our ground. You guys are standing on our shoulders because that you entered the country and you see black people is because of tough men like me and many others. Many ran. So you come online, you are making noise. You don't know. Many couldn't stand the heat. Many could not stand the heat. Now listen. Maybe I leave this story. I leave this story. I leave this story. I'll leave this story. Because I read comments, I saw some ignorant people making nasty comments. You know nothing. You don't know nothing. Until you get disrespected. You will see it. You will see it. Angel Eyes, how are you doing? Good to see you. I appreciate you. Who was the person that made that request? Somebody made a request to be brought up. Who was the person? But I don't want to spend so much time, you know. I just came in now. Angel Eyes, I see you. When I drop a video, there is a reason why I dropped. Things are getting, it's no longer like that. Now, I walk on the streets. Nobody stops me on the streets to ask me for my ID card. Men fought the battle. Do you understand me? Nobody embarrasses me on the streets anymore. Say you see a black man and you stop him. It doesn't happen like that. Not often. If you stop me, I video you, I post you online. I'm not a criminal. You have no reason to stop me. If you stop me on the street, say because you saw, I video you. If you like, anybody, everybody, I video you and I will show your face. I will post you online. And I'll call you names. Because I'm not a criminal, I did nothing wrong. I have rights to move freely like every other human being. You cannot just be embarrassing black people up and down. So what you are supposed to do when you see my video is to give me my respect because I am an old school. I've climbed mountains and valleys. You got it? I've climbed mountains and valleys. Today I went outside, somebody saw me, he said, old school. He said, boy, after how many years? He said, you are walking majestically. I said, now we get down. We own the country. We fought the battles. Some people will tell you they have paid their dues. I've paid my dues. Yes. I've paid my dues. You got the gist now. So guys, I came out because of the comments I was seeing on my video. Some people are like, give them their ticket now, give them. Don't allow. I want to talk about inferiority complex of African people. Inferiority complex syndrome of African people. You are inferior. You feel inferior when you see other race. African people. You feel inferior. You were educated to feel inferior when you see other race. And that is what is disturbing you. I'm about to hit 60 years. And I fear nothing. But I go back to wherever my homeland and be eating orange. I don't fight. I've fought my battles. Who was the person that made the request? Do you want me to bring you in? Who was the person? I mean, identify yourself. The person that made the request. If you are an old school here, then I'll bring you. If you the person that made the request, I don't know who the person. So, well, guys, that's it all for now. That's it all for now. Shufal therapist. You said what? What do you say? So guys, follow this page. This is how we roll here. We say it the way it is. A lot of you don't know that many of us are taking antidepressants. You don't know. Many of us are taking antidepressants. Don't you know? Because of what we've been through. You don't know. Well, let me leave. You know, I'm a tolerant person, you know. If there are some comments I see on my videos, if be careful. Oh. You want to contribute? Okay, let me give you small time to contribute. You say you want to contribute. I just give you a few time, then say your mind. Now speak briefly, and then let me just end this broadcast.
Oh, where does
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. I always follow you though, and there's something that you were saying that I really liked. You know, I live in the US, and people know me on TikTok though. I just my business. What you're saying is true. There's something that happened recently at work. And I'm a supervisor there, so I went there to supervise something. And when I got there, they were having a meeting, and there's African countries, different African countries, people there. Kenya, Tanzania, Ugandan, one Nigerian lady, she's a Yoruba lady, and every other person. And they asked them, these are nurses who with BSc, they asked them to start washing clothes. All of them kept quiet. They would never ask a white person in America to start washing clothes.
Did you see it? You see it. Thank you for contributing. This is why, you see, some people will find it when you are being disrespected, you see nothing wrong with it. This is African people.
Yes.
When they are disrespected, as far as it's a white person that is disrespecting them, they are happy to be slaves, servants. Keep talking.
So I was just watching. It's only that Nigerian lady that stood up and said, I am not going to wash anything.
Good.
And the woman, the white lady that is their general boss, turned and said, why did you say that? He said, because I'm not trained to wash anything. I'm not going to wash clothes. I'm here to do my nursing job. Apart from that, I'm not doing anything. All other African countries were just there keeping quiet. They worship these people. That's why they hate Nigerians. After this thing is something that I've noticed. It's only sometimes Nigerians will stand up. Every other person is pampering them. Yes, sir. Thank you, ma. Yes, sir. God bless you, ma. This one, ma. Then, ma. So if they talk to you and you challenge them, they start looking at you. Are you African? Because we have been brainwashed. You know, I love listening to you. Sometimes the things you say is very important, but people will not understand it because they've not been through it.
They have not been through it.
They will not see it. There's no way. Because you speak philosophically. They don't know it. So there's no way people will understand what you're speaking, that you're speaking from your mind and from experience. And people will think it's a TikTok talk that you're just entertaining.
If I tell you stories of my brother, if I start making videos of what we have been through, this internet that is everybody will be screaming. Because of certain reasons, I don't even say what we've been through. Much Mouth no fit talk am. Some people will come here and be talking rubbish. You don't know what others have been through.
Yes.
There is a reason why we chose not to be disrespected anymore. It is enough.
Yes. Yes. You know, at some point you get tired now. At some point you just get tired of this thing. You know, when I see, I go to Nigeria, I see people worshiping this one, that one, that one. I just look at them. I say, what is wrong with these people? Yeah, because you don't know.
Because they don't know, and the thing is, religion also blindfolded a lot of
Yes.
African people.
Yes.
And they have not been,
Ignorance.
many, I've been living here 70% of my life. So I've spent more of my life in abroad. I've seen it all. And that is why I react the way I react. Because the other day, my wife came back provoked. She said she was just coming home and she saw the police, arguing with one black man. The man said he was not going to give them his ID card. My wife stood from a distance and was watching them. The man insisted, he said he did not commit any crime. He did nothing wrong. He said anything that want to happen, they can call the whole police. At the end of he said, what did he do? Why single him out? He said, what did he do that they are controlling him on the streets? You see the embarrassment. Somebody's father, a man that has children, that has a wife, you humiliate him on the streets because of his skin color. And when they don't, I will make more videos.
Yeah. So I've been making more videos. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Uncle Ray, for this opportunity. Thank you, okay?
Okay.
Continue doing your job. God bless you.
You too. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, now you can drop. So, guys. Well, I want to end the broadcast here. You've heard me. This is it. I just want to take a rest. That's it. If you like, you follow the page. If you don't like, you leave it. Some people are saying you are making content. You want to. Which content am I making? So, guys, I don't know. I might go live once more. I just came out to spend time with you guys. I've not seen my core fans. I don't know where they are. See you later on. Maybe today or tomorrow. You know, I don't have that desire to be going live every time anymore. At times, I feel so depressed. I feel so sad with the whole things, the whole system, with the whole thing. Let me stop this in. See you guys.